The algorithm on YouTube has been acting strange lately, burying my uploads more than usual. If you could tap the like button and leave a comment, it'd mean the world and help push things back into the light. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. It started after lunch the other day. My boss called me into his office, and my stomach knotted up instantly. That kind of summons rarely comes with good news. I ran through the last week in my head, wondering if I'd slipped somewhere, but instead of a reprimand, he surprised me. He thanked me for the massive report we'd been grinding on, told me I'd done more than enough, and insisted I clock out early. "You've been running too hard, Nick," he said. "Go home, catch your breath." With the afternoon suddenly free, I decided to head downtown, maybe drop in on Jessica at her office and sweep her out for an impromptu coffee date. Something spontaneous to carry us into the weekend. I parked the car, lit up a cigarette, and let the warm June air soak in. The breeze carried a scent that jolted me back to childhood, freshly cut hay from my folks' farm in Illinois. That sweet, grounding smell barely registered before something else hit me harder than any nostalgia ever could. Across the lot, I spotted Jessica. She wasn't walking casually like she usually did. She was practically running, yanking at her skirt every few steps, clearly flustered. The second her eyes met mine, she froze. For a heartbeat, her face twisted with panic. Then she darted behind an SUV like a kid caught doing something she shouldn't. "Jess," I called. She stalled, then shuffled over, sliding into the passenger seat without looking me in the eye. Her cheeks were flushed, her movements frantic. The ride home was tense. She fiddled endlessly with the hem of that navy skirt, muttering half excuses about needing the bathroom urgently. I tried to break the silence, but she shut down, eyes glued to the window. At first, I chalked it up to a bad day at work. But when we got inside, the truth glared back at me. Her tights were shredded. And when I tugged her skirt just slightly, the rest became undeniable. No underwear. My pulse thundered. The picture wrote itself in my mind. Jessica slipping out earlier for a tryst with Trevor from accounting. Tall, charming Trevor. 2 hours ago, maybe less. When I demanded answers, she dissolved into tears, offered nothing but silence and stone walls. The next morning, I took matters into my own hands. The phone plan was in my name, so I pulled her call history. One number lit up again and again across the last 3 months. I dialed it. Straight to voicemail. But I wasn't about to let it drop. That afternoon, I parked near her office and waited by the side entrance. I dialed again. This time a man's voice answered, "Trevor." The very same smooth voice I'd overheard at office parties. At that exact moment, he looked down at his buzzing phone and I knew. I walked straight toward him, confirmed the face to the voice, and let my fists do the rest. I left him hunched and broken, maybe with a rib or two cracked, but too spineless to run to the cops. Security never even flinched. Later that day, I changed every lock on our house. When Jessica came home, she couldn't even get through the front door. My phone lit up with her frantic calls, her voice dripping with desperation. I answered only once. "Go wherever you like," I told her, my voice trembling more from fury than exhaustion. "The house, the furniture, everything we built, it stays here. Take the trinkets you bought for yourself and get out." She tried pulling the entitled act, saying she had a right to half. I cut her off cold. She traded a marriage for a cheap backseat fling, and I wasn't about to let her gut the life I'd built. Divorce papers were filed before she could even catch her breath. The process rolled through quickly, clean and sharp. I took a couple of weeks afterward, went back to my parents' farm, fixed broken fences, fed the cattle, let the land absorb my anger. There's something about wide skies and hay fields that scrapes the poison right out of you. When I came back, I was lighter. Wounded, sure. Scarred, yes. But stronger. I still believe in marriage, the real kind. The kind that doesn't fold at the first flicker of temptation. Next time I stand in front of someone at the altar, it'll be with a woman who understands what vows actually mean. Someone who knows how to keep her promises, and her dignity intact. Would you like me to also spin an alternative version where Nick doesn't physically confront Trevor, but uses a more strategic, legal angle for the reveal and divorce?